Hi, my name is Terry Lee from Sweet Pea Papers and the Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group, and this is video 3 in our Vintage Victorian Beauties series. This is my design team project for LineDotArrow for the month of March in 2023. Now, when we left off, we had already done the cover, and we had done page 1, page 2, well, remember, we had numbered the cover page 1. Don't forget it opens here. And then page 2, which is a belly band with the 2 envelopes. I still have to put 2 little cards in there. I put the triple thick on the envelope flaps. And I put this piece of ephemera in the belly band. And then we're going to, it depends on our time, these are fairly straightforward. They're just, pockets and tags, things like that on the coffee dyed pages. And then we did page 3, which opens up to our notebook, our writing pages, and then it has a card underneath. And which comes out easily, but I'm holding this and trying to pull it out because, I'm kind of silly. Alright, so today we're going to do pages 4 and 5, which are our 2 center pages. And we're not going to do coordinating pages as far as, opposite matching or whatever for 4 and 5. And I need to... Don't I? No. Thought I had a page I needed to glue in still, but I guess not. Okay. Because we're gluing them in as we go. We're doing them in order in this particular project. Okay, so let's set this to the side. Somewhere. Here's what we need for page 4. This is our paper. Well, I guess it does match a little bit because the paper for this one and the paper for 5 are the 2 halves of this paper, so it does match, going around. But that's only because we're going to cover most of it. So this is page 4. We're going to put a large pocket on. I'm going to put a large envelope inside the pocket, and then I printed out some stationery, which is this, which all I did was print the page out again of the envelope on a piece of coffee dyed paper, which it looks like the red almost came through the coffee dyed paper from around here. Anyway, we'll have to trim this down to make the stationery fit inside the envelope. And of course, we'll have to trim this down to make the envelope fit in the pocket. Okay? So, the first thing we're going to do is make our pocket, which is pretty straightforward. Now, we're going to use triple thick to accent, and I'm wondering which side do I want to use for the pocket. If I use this side, I'm not going to be able to use the butterfly because it's too far over, on the page. So let's use this side for the pocket. And let's cut it right where we get this flower on. And that'll give us that much room on the pocket. So let's cut it right across here. That will give us this nice scrap. We don't have that many pages left. This is halfway, so we're only going to have 2 more pages after this, and then we'll have the back cover. So if this is going to be our pocket, yeah, that'll work good. And I'll put triple thick on here, 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 and the butterfly. I have this butterfly, actually. Pretty sure I do. Yes, I do. And I can put it on top of it. And then pull the wings up. That'll be nice. And of course, I'm going to have to trim it. My scan and cut. So let's set that butterfly out. Remember, I have this whole cup full of butterflies, so I'll probably go back and add butterflies as well. Love those flutterbys. Okay, let's ink this. I was going to do something else on this page, but we're putting lace on the outside edges, and I wasn't really sure that it was going to work with the lace being on there. Now, I maybe should have made this a gusseted pocket so that it fit in better, but I've had pretty good success with it fitting in without doing that. The envelope fitting in there. So let's get the glue. Okay. So now let's make our envelope. Now what we're going to do first is we are going to cover this up. We're going to make sure the paper, we're going to do the height first, and then we'll do the length. So it doesn't really matter. I'd like to have, you see, it's going to fold over into a flap. So what do I want? Because I want to decide which end do I want to cut off. Do I want to cut this piece, you know, off of this end, or do I want to cut off of the top? And this is going to be on something else, if I remember correctly, besides the stationery. So let's keep this end. So that means we'll go ahead and cut off of the top. This is that. Oh, we need to make it much smaller than that. This is that I didn't really like. Once I printed it on the back, it really does look like lace, though. I'm just, you know, wasn't wild about it with this. It was too white, even though it looked cream in the computer. do just a smidge more. Apparently we needed 2 smidges. Okay, that's better. Okay, now for our envelope, I want this to be the flap. So I'm going to, I'd like to have a nice big flap. In fact, I'd like to have this to be the flap. So let's score it right there. I should be scoring it on the other side, so the fold goes, the indentation is on the right side of the paper, but I won't be able to see this if I flip it over. So, okay. Okay, so somehow I got a piece of hair, or not a piece of hair, but a hair. That'll be good. So this will be our flap. So then we will, if we fold this here, will it fit in the pocket? Yes. All right, well that worked out. It's because I made the flap so big. And in fact, I could make this a little bit further down. And then trimming and folding the paper for the stationery to fit it inside the envelope is pretty straightforward, so I'll do that off camera. So I'm going to round these corners. Well, for goodness sake. Oh, I'm using the wrong. And I'll need to ink everything. Now, this is the easiest, most straightforward envelope that you can make, pretty much, as far as I know. You can actually make one almost this big on an envelope punch board if you are okay with not scoring it all the way out and having to take it off of the board and extend the score yourself, because diagonally that scoreboard isn't tall enough. So let's do the corners a little bit more. We'll need to do this. You have to actually touch it. Ah. Okay. There was something else I was going to do. Oh. Ink the inside. Oz is growling at some non-existent thing in there. He isn't sure exactly if he wants to growl or not. He's in there going, poor little guy. He's nervous. He's a nervous dog. He's supposed to be my support animal. I think I broke him. I think I have to support him more than he supports me. Well, you know, I really didn't have to round these corners because I'm going to put lace on there. It's kind of silly. Just on this. But I definitely wanted to round these. Okay, so let's glue this. You just glue from the fold, obviously. And there's your envelope. The trick is to make sure you have enough room to get whatever you want to put inside the envelope in and out, and to fold it straight. Oh, that worked out nice. So I can use the triple thick on that as well. And maybe the yellow roses. Then I guess this whole thing out here, all these roses. Well, that envelope turned out really well. So I'll put the lace on it. I'm going to put lace here. I'm not going to put lace on the inside. We've got the lace effect here. So I'll put lace across here. And then I'll put lace across here and here. So then that'll fit in there just like that. Going to be a lot of triple thick on this page. That's why I'm not going to glue it in the book. That way I can set it apart. I don't have to worry about any other pages accidentally closing on it or anything like that. Oh, let me put you on pause. Sorry about that. I took my medicine and then started recording, and then I forgot to turn my timer off for my medicine. So then my timer went off. Okay, so this, we're done with this page. Well, except for cutting the stationery down. And so we'll do it the same way. We'll cut it off the top so that it comes out more like the envelope. So you don't want to cut these parts off. You're just going to put the part you want to keep inside. What's going on here? I'm going to take the envelope out, obviously. And then you do it just like we did the paper to fit inside this pocket. Just think of this as a pocket. Do it like this. And then cut it down. Well, why not do it? And we'll cut it down. And then you just fold it to go inside. And then just fold it however many times you need to make it fit. So I'm going to make a light mark. Where I want the first fold to be. I'll go back and take that mark off. No, it's off by a little bit. And then just we'll fold this piece over and then we'll put it underneath. Actually, if we leave it this way, it will match this when you take it out. And then it fits right inside, just like that. And then I'm going to do all the stuff. So there, we did it on camera. Instead of off camera. This one's going to be just as easy, hopefully. Probably shouldn't have said that. This is our paper, which is the other half of the page that the other paper came from, so the outside corners will match. We're just going to make a large tag. I printed this on the back. And we're going to, this is the same paper. I accidentally printed out the same paper, but we're going to make a tag out of it, so we're going to make it out of this side. So let's make our tag. Well, we are still going to see that, aren't we? No, because we're going to flip it around. Let's make it this wide. Okay, so the tag will be this wide. Now the trick is we want to put the corners of it on the right end, or the correct end, which is this end, because that's the end we want to see. When we flip this up to make the pocket, then we'll see this, and we won't see this, which matchy-matchies the other page. All right, so let's do our corners. Where's my card? Whoops, I almost spilled the butterflies. The flutterbys almost got away. Don't try to get health care with that card number. They will turn you away. In fact, this isn't even an insurance card. It just looks like one. Well, it is, but it isn't. Trying to decide which side is going to be easier to see. Make sure everything's lined up. Some people just cut it, but I can't hold it and cut it at the same time. Hold the card, hold the paper, and the scissors all at the same time. So I just draw a line, and then I cut it off. Looks like I have some glue or something sticky stuck on there. Oh, I know what it is. It's from when I cut my Velcro dots in half. I had 2 dots, remember, that we cut in half on the other page. Well, I'll have to clean that off. Okay, and see, there's the line where it's supposed to be a page folded in half, and we won't see that either. This will be glued to the page. Okay, so now we have this great big long tag. And let's go ahead and ink the whole thing. We want to ink, let's mark where we're going to fold it. We just won't glue anything yet. So I'm going to put it on our paper, and then I'm trying to decide if I want it to stick up just a little bit or not. No, I don't. I want it to be down here. And then we'll fold this up to make a pocket. And this will tell us where we want to ink everything. Okay, so now we can ink. And we know we want to ink this. And we're going to ink this whole thing. In fact, let's just go ahead and ink it so that when we fold it up, there's still no white edge. That would be the better way to go. Well, I mean, we were going to ink the front of this anyway, but okay. Then I've got a piece of ephemera, which is this, to put on here, and then we will make it a pocket, and then we can put something in here, and then we'll have our tag here, and then this is a tag, obviously. So let's glue this. And then we'll have the opportunity to put lace on it and lace on the paper too. Once again from the fold, obviously. Then before I glue this on, this has the triple thick on it. Before I glue this on, let's do the hole. I just used the zeroing out ruler side and moved it back and forth until the 0 was in the center, because there was an equal amount of paper on either side using these numbers. That probably made no sense whatsoever, the way I explained that. I'm going to use the larger hole. Then flip it back, and let's put an eyelet in there. Oh, I've only got one gold one, so let's throw the gold one on there. Might as well. Then we'll put our lace on here. You know, we could glue this on the page as a pocket as well, couldn't we? Put it this way, we could make it a side pocket. So let's put our little piece of lace in here first. That's awfully wide. That's crooked. You know what I could do? I probably could just put a drop of glue on there and glue it together, because it's folded in half. Let me try it and see. The worst thing that could happen is that it doesn't hold. Then we won't have anything there. So when we go to glue it down, well, we're going to glue it down here, across here, anyway. All right. Let's glue it on as a side pocket. So we're going to go straight across from the straight part. From the bottom of the points, I mean. Okay. So we'll glue this on as a pocket. I think I've said that like 5 times. You got it now? Are you clear on what we're going to do? That's going to work just fine. Okay, so now we need to put this on here as a pocket. And then I'll make all the cards off camera. Let's ink this. And I can ink it even though the triple thick is on there. If you wanted to, if you were doing something and you could even ink all the way across and age it or do whatever you wanted. Pretty sure you can do that with Mod Podge too, but I don't think it would really work with glossy accents. I'll put the lace on off camera as well. Don't know that we'll be able to yeah, I'm going to put lace on there. I want lace on the edges. Okay. Then I'll put lace on here. Okay. Then I'll put lace down here. Then for the card here, I'll put a tab on it. And the tab will lay over the lace. This lace is not very thick at all. And then I might put an eye. Oh, I don't have another gold one. Darn. I was going to say whatever. I'll just put a card in here. I was going to say I could put a tag in. Let's see, what do I have? Yeah, these are... I'll just make one out of a scrap. We might have, wait a minute. This one would be pretty. Oh, this one has the roses in that. Okay, and then poke the hole in there and put the lace in it. And no eyelet. So I'll do that. I will trim this black off and then ink around it. That's where my scan didn't cut it right. Should be black all the way around. Okay. Okay. So here's our 2 pages. Our naked pages without any lace or anything on them. Those would be our center. And that's it. I think that's it for this video. And I will see you in the next video. Oopsie. And that will be just a second for you and a day for me. Okay. Bye-bye.